Xander, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. This has been an amazing event, and it is awesome to see the developers and the designers and the people who have been behind the scenes making this thing a reality. So excited to actually play it. I gotta say, it is infectious, the energy. We have a lot of Star Wars fans just in general. They love the IP, they love the franchise, and when we get a new game in the space, it's one of those things like their favorite characters in the game, but sometimes it can be a little intimidating for them to jump into something maybe they're not as experienced with. What about Star Wars Unlimited? Would you for them, what's the best aspects and the aspects you would like to highlight to bring them into it, to make it maybe less intimidating for them to give it a try?
Absolutely. I think the game itself plays the way that you want a card game to play. You're taking back and forth action, so there's not a lot of downtime where you're planning out this big turn. And sequencing matters, but also when you sit down at your kitchen table to play this for the first time with somebody, you're not going to get that thing right the first time. And that's part of the learning curve, and that's something that's really fun about the game, is figuring out, if I do these things in a specific order, it's even better. But you can play the game without knowing every little trick and detail to it. And it's super fun to do that. I think it's also great to see some of these characters that you love, and you can build around them. You have the leader that you build this deck around. So if Hera Syndulla is your person, and you were so excited to play, you can build a Spectre deck, and it's really exciting. And I think it's one of the best ways to jump in is just picking your favorite character and building a deck around that person, and figuring out what works, what doesn't, and it's just a lot of trial and error. But I think the game for newcomers is really welcoming because it's very simple and elegant in how you build a deck. And again, it's unlimited. You don't have to worry about every single card. You can play any card you want. You might have to pay a little bit more for them, but it works, and you can make things happen that you want to see on the board, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I had a Mace in my deck just because I wanted Mace Windu in it. He was so expensive, didn't matter. He was in there, and I'm still working on a Hera. I gotta find one. Oh my God, I gotta get one at some point in time. Yeah. The other thing is, today, there was a huge announcement about the multiplayer aspect of the game. What can you tell fans about that, and what's coming down the pike for that, and are you excited about it?
Yes, I'm so excited. So the rules are all online now, so everything is ready to go for the minute that you sit down at your store, release weekend, and you start opening up booster boxes and you're ready to play. You can build one. I think it's really fun, and it's a casual way to play in that it's singleton, so you don't need to have a full play set of all these legendary cards that you're searching for, like Darth Vader. You don't need to have that. You just need one in order to make that deck run if that's what it runs around. I also think it's really fun that there's two leaders, so you get to kind of mix and match the aspects in ways and abilities in ways that you'd never get to in any other shape of this game. And it's super fun to do that. And I think it also blends a lot of the style of just the gameplay is fun, but there's also so much politicking and a lot of the conversations to be had around the table of, okay, how do we make sure that we're all having a good time? And I think the designers did an amazing job in having, when somebody's first eliminated, that triggers the end game of the whole thing. So there's not that downtime that you might find, I got eliminated, now I have to wait till everybody else finishes out playing. It's I got eliminated, and now they have to figure out who's the winner now. And I think that's really what makes Twin Suns shine.
I know I got to let you go, but do you have for that, I know it just got announced, but you guys have been playing stuff in the background. Do you have a favorite combo, 2-leader combo for that so far?
So Krennic and Grand Inquisitor, who I played on stream today, is one of my favorites. I really enjoyed playing them. I am always a mono cunning guy, and so the ability to play Boba Fett and Thrawn together is really fun because Thrawn lets you see the tops of what's coming on the decks. It's an event heavy deck, which is always a great time. And then you can mix and match with another base, and it just creates a very, very great time, especially with Vigilance. So I'd say, be creative, take those chances, and some of those leaders that may not be your jam and premiere might show up and be the missing ingredient in your Twin Suns deck.
Krennic is a beast.
Big, and he can get nasty with Grand Inquisitor, though that is a combo right there if you're looking for one.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for the time and also this amazing event. And of course, you can check out all the coverage for Star Wars Unlimited right here on ComicBook.com. Peace.